Hello everyone, welcome to MEP Booster. So in this lecture, we'll see the introduction to TFA unit and its component. After the end of this lecture, you would be able to understand the purpose of treated fresh air unit and then their components. Then we'll show you the advantages and disadvantages of treated fresh air handling unit. So let's start. So here we are going to start first. What is the main purpose of TFA unit? Means the treated fresh air unit. So here it is written, a treated fresh air unit is designed to bring in fresh outdoor air, treat it and deliver it to the conditioned spaces in a building. So generally the TFA unit brings in outside air and treat it before supplying it indoors. Okay, so this help replace stale indoor air with fresh air, improving the air quality inside the building. So this is the main purpose, and its main purpose is to improve indoor air quality by supplying clean conditioned air that meets the temperature, humidity and ventilation requirement of this space. Okay, so they also help regulate the humidity level of the incoming air, ensuring optimal indoor condition and preventing excessive moisture or dryness, which can affect occupant comfort and equipment performance. Okay, and it can also control the temperature. So the TFA unit can heat or cool the fresh air before delivering it into the space, helping maintain comfortable indoor temperature, especially in climate with extreme weather. Okay, TFA unit are particularly useful in building where recirculation of air is limited, such as hospital, laboratories and clean rooms. In building where high occupancy level lead to poor ventilation and CO2 buildup, a TFA unit provides necessary ventilation to maintain indoor air quality in line with standard like ASHRAE 62.1. So here you have to remember, many building codes and standard like ASHRAE required a minimum amount of fresh air to be supplied to enclosed spaces. So TFA units ensure these standards are met, providing adequate ventilation for the building occupants. So now the question is where the TFA units are used. Already I have discussed like offices and commercial buildings, shopping malls, hospitals and healthcare facilities, hotel, resort, industrial applications. Okay, so the main, in summary, we can say the TFA unit enhances indoor air quality, ensure adequate ventilation and contributes to comfort and health by supplying treated fresh air. Okay, so this is the main purpose of TFA unit. Now let's see the next topic, the component of TFA units. So the treated fresh air unit consists of several critical components that work together to provide conditioned fresh air into a building. Okay, each components play a specific role in improving air quality and maintaining a comfortable indoor environment. So let's see the detail of each component with example. Okay, and how they function in a TFA unit. The first one is the air filters. Air filter, generally we are using air filters are designed to remove dust, pollen, allergens and other airborne particles from the incoming outdoor air before it is introduced into the building. Okay, so this is the main purpose. This ensures that only clean air is introduced into the building. We have a different types of filter like pre-filter, which capture large particle and protect downstream component. Okay, then we have a fine filter or HEPA filters, which is used in sensitive environment like hospitals and labs to capture fine particles including bacteria and viruses. Okay, then we have a carbon filter, which is used to remove odor, gases and volatile organic compound. Okay, so generally in a hospital setting, all of you know that HEPA filter in the TFA unit ensure that only highly purified air enter critical area like operating rooms. Okay. The next component is the cooling coil. So what is the main purpose? See, the cooling coil generally cools the incoming fresh air, okay, reducing its temperature to a desired set point. It is typically connected to a chilled water supply or uses a refrigerant. Their function is given as the outdoor air passes over the cooling coil, the temperature is reduced and the humidity is controlled through humidification. Okay, as the warm air passes over the cooling coil, what happens? Heat is transferred from the air to the coil, and the coil either uses chilled water via chiller system or refrigerant to lower the air temperature. The types is given. We have a direct expansion coil and chilled water coil. Direct expansion coil generally uses refrigerant to cool the supply air. Chilled water system using what? Direct expansion always use the primary refrigerant, okay, to cool the supply air, and chilled water system use secondary refrigerant to cool the supply air. Secondary refrigerant means the refrigerant which changes temperature during the cycle. Primary refrigerant means the temperature which changes phase during the cycle. The refrigerant which changes phase during the cycle, it is called as a primary refrigerant. Okay. So in office building during summer, generally a cooling coil in the TFA unit ensure that the fresh outdoor air entering the space is cooled, maintaining comfortable indoor temperature. Now the third component is the heating coil. Their purpose is written here. Heating coil raises the temperature of the incoming fresh air when outdoor air is too cold, and it ensures the air entering the building is neither too cold nor too hot. If I explain you the working mechanism of heating coil, so the coil is heated using hot water which is coming from the boiler or electricity. Okay, cold outside air passing over the heating coil absorb heat, warming up before being delivered indoor. Simple. So different coil is given, different types of heating coil. Electric coil which uses electrical resistance for heating. Then we have a hot water coil, generally use hot water from a boiler or other heat source. Steam coil generally uses steam to heat the air in certain industrial applications. Okay. So in cold climate generally, such as in winter condition in northern region, the heating coil in a TFA unit ensure that the incoming air is warmed to a comfortable temperature before being introduced into the office spaces or residential areas. Okay. Next component is the dehumidifier or humidifier. So all of you know what is the main purpose of the dehumidifier? Control the humidity level of the incoming air. So the dehumidifier generally remove excess moisture from the incoming air to ensure optimal indoor humidity levels. Okay. Different types like dehumidifier generally integrated with the cooling coil which condenses moisture from the air as it cools. Humidifier generally adds moisture, okay, to the air using steam or water mist, usually required during the heating process is dry environment. Next we have a different types of fan which we are using, okay, in the TFA unit. So the main purpose of fan is what? Fan in the TFA unit drive the movement of air through various components and ensure sufficient airflow into the building. They also regulate the air pressure in the duct and air distribution system. Same thing is written here. Different types of fans are there, like centrifugal fan, commonly used due to its ability to handle large volume of air at medium to high pressure. Axial fan is used for lower pressure application. Exhaust fan also we are using in some unit. Exhaust fan may be used to remove stale indoor air from the building, making space for fresh air. Okay, exhaust fan generally remove stale or use air from the building, facilitating proper ventilation. So in a shopping mall, when you see, the powerful supply fan ensure fresh condition air is continuously circulated throughout the space, maintaining air quality and comfort for visitors. Now the next component is the heat recovery unit. What is this? See, try to understand, all of you. What is the main purpose of heat recovery unit? A heat recovery unit recovers heat energy, okay, from the exhaust air and transfer it to the incoming fresh air. It improves energy efficiency. It saves energy by transferring heat between the exhaust air and the incoming fresh air. This precondition the fresh air, reducing the energy required to heat or cool it. Different types is given. So before that, what the working mechanism of heat recovery unit? Generally, the heat recovery unit uses a heat exchanger, okay, to transfer heat from the outgoing exhaust air to the incoming fresh air in colder climate or vice versa in hot climate without mixing two air stream. Their type, like which type of heat exchanger? Heat exchanger wheel we are using generally to transfer both heat and moisture exchange. Next component is the dampers. So the main purpose of damper which we are using in TFA unit is to regulate the airflow in and out of the TFA unit. Okay, so dampers generally control the amount of air flowing through the TFA unit, regulating the intake of fresh air and ensuring proper air distribution. We have a different types of dampers, okay, like motorized damper. Automatically, this type of damper automatically adjust to control air volume based on system needs. Okay, then manual damper is used for static adjustment, set manually and remain fixed unless adjusted. In an office building with variable occupancy, motorized damper adjusts based on the number of people in this space to ensure the right amount of fresh air is supplied. Okay. Now the next we have a control system. Okay. So this control system generally manage all the component of the TFA unit, ensuring proper temperature, humidity, airflow and pressure are maintained according to set point. So it also integrated with building management system, BMS system also. Okay. Their feature is what? Generally the sensors for temperature, humidity, CO2 level and airflow. Okay. See, some component is given like temperature sensors which measure the incoming and outgoing air temperature. Then we have a humidity sensor which monitor the moisture contained in the air. Pressure sensor are also there which detect airflow pressure to optimize fan performance and maintains desired flow rate. Thermostat, humidity state which regulate the air temperature and humidity set points. Okay, so these are the some component of control system. Now the last one which we have to discuss, the last component of TFA is the drain pan and condensate drain. So what is the main purpose? Simple. The drain pan collects water that condenses from the air as it passes over the cooling coil due to dehumidification. Okay, so the condensate drain ensure that this water is removed from the system. Okay, drain pan generally positioned under the cooling coil to catch water condensation. And condensate drain line, generally the pipe which we are using in this figure, you can see pipe the collected water away from the unit, okay, often connected to the building plumbing system. So you have seen in humid environments like coastal cities, TFA unit produce significant condensate which is collected in the drain pan and remove via the condensate drain to avoid flooding the unit or causing corrosion. Okay, so these are the main components of TFA unit which we have discussed here. Here you have to remember that one point, that each component which I have discussed of the TFA unit contributes to the efficient treatment of fresh air, ensuring that clean condition air is supplied to the building. Okay, whether it is filtering out pollutant, cooling or heating the air, or recovering energy, the system work together to maintain optimal indoor air quality and comfort. Okay, so now let's see here some advantages is given. So let's see the advantages. What is the advantages of TFA unit that we have to discuss here? So there are multiple advantage. Okay, here I will show you some of them. Like the first, it improve indoor air quality. How? TFA units supply fresh outdoor air. Okay, filtering out contaminants such as dust, allergens, CO2 and volatile organic compounds. So what happened here? Cleaner and healthier air enhance the well-being of occupant, reduces the risk of allergies, respiratory issues and improve overall comfort. Okay, so the first advantage, it improve indoor air quality. Second, humidity and control and temperature control. How the TFA unit control the humidity and temperature? Simple. TFA unit uses cooling coil, heating coil and dehumidification system to regulate temperature and humidity. And third one is the energy efficient. So here how the TFA unit is energy efficiency, it is given here. TFA unit often feature heat recovery unit which recover heat from exhaust air and precondition incoming fresh air, so reducing the energy required for heating or cooling. Okay, so that is why energy efficient, it reduce the HVAC system energy consumption. Okay, now let's see the disadvantage. What is the disadvantage of treated fresh air unit? Like high initial cost. Yes, of course, the complexity and sophistication of TFA unit, including high efficiency filters, heat recovery system and specialized control, increase their initial cost. Okay, second, it also increase maintenance requirement also. How? TFA unit required regular upkeep of components such as filters, coil, fans and sensors. So high efficiency filter like HEPA needs frequent replacement. So maintenance is more demanding and costly compared to simpler HVAC system. This is the drawback. And the next is space and installation constraint. So TFA unit are typically large, all of you know, and require sufficient space for installation, including ductwork for fresh air intake and exhaust system. So the space and installation constraint. Okay, so these are the advantage and disadvantages of TFA unit. So now the topics which we have covered. First, we have discussed in detail about the purpose of TFA unit, their component and advantages and disadvantages of TFA unit. Hope all of you enjoy this session. See you in next one.